Okay, guys, so I'm going to talk about how we can just build customers for life just by doing the and then some, just the little extra things. And over the years, there's just a few things that I have really nailed down that I always do. And I think it's the extra that my customers love. And so I'm going to start. Um, I started doing this a couple years ago. It's the little QR codes. And it's just easier to put these on the back of my book, on little hand creams. I've talked about them earlier and I finally found some. I thought I'd used them all and I've been waiting for I can't get people to do stuff. It takes them forever. And so they're little stickers, okay? And they're QR codes that actually lead you to my website. I also, let me grab a packet. I also did over the years, I've accumulated a lot of Mary Kay autobiographies. I mean, they've had them, for sale, uh, that you could get them off Section 2 several times, and I would just buy them up, and because I just love, love, love her autobiography. And so what I did was I had them all stacked up, and I thought I'm gonna put these in a recruiting packet. And so I've got my QR code right here. And inside the recruiting packet, I have the autobiography, just kind of cleaning out my office a little bit. I have the steps to success. Now I know there's probably something different, but I still had some of these. And and then I have the little company flyer that talks about the starter kits and your options. I have that in there. Okay. And then I have like a little it's just a not carbon, cardstock. And I've got to get this changed because it's got the old starter kit, but at least you can see what it used to look like. Um, but I've got to get it changed so because I love like the 4 point recruiting because most people want to know about the cars, they want to know about money, they want to know about flexibility and prizes. And so you're hitting the 4 points. And so I had some of these left over and I just put them in my and these little envelopes that I get. I get these sometimes from Mary Kay too. And I just have those ready in my studio when someone is interested in learning more about the opportunity. And so that's just a little special package that I like to do. And people love to, receive things like that. The next thing is the About Me flyer. So I've sent that out before, and whenever I'm booking a new lead, like from a booth or something, these people they really don't know you from Adam, and I always want to do everything I can to let them know that I'm real, I'm legit, I'm not a scam, and so I came up with that. I saw I was at a training and I can't remember who said she did it, and I just love the idea. So I started it many years ago, and but I've also put it on a laminated, almost like a recruiting flyer at the table when we're doing Mary Kay parties, and so basically the same thing that I text to the customers, and then on the back I have a few of the pictures of me picking up a few of my cars, and then I have the starter kit, and then I have one of my 1099s actually from COVID. And I tell people this is very, very important because we were all scared in COVID, weren't we? We didn't know what was going to happen. And for me being self-employed and my husband working in the airline industry, we had no idea what was going to happen. And when you add my sales for that year to my 1099, which is what my team did, that this is 76,178. When you add my sales, I hit $98,000, and that was my highest year ever during COVID. And so when we talk to prospects about this opportunity and how it thrives in weak economies, I'm living proof of that. Being in Mary Kay for 23 years, literally anytime the economy just tanks, my husband gets a pay cut. Delta, I mean, he's been at Delta for 33 years, so he's been laid off once, and he's had three major pay cuts. And so you can look back and you can figure out when those times were. Um, the laid off, we were not married, but the three pay cuts, I was in Mary Kay, thank goodness. And those were my best years. I think it was like 2008, 2014, and 2020. Okay. And I know, Dia, you're in the real estate industry and you probably remember all those. the, the market crashed in 2008. And then I don't know what happened in 2014, but it was not good. And then, of course, the pandemic. So, having something like this, you've already created it to text, but go ahead. I got it. It was too big. I really got it. It was just too big. I didn't know it was going to be this big. I was still trying to learn the Office Depot site that we could get special deals, and this is a giant, a giant flyer. But I'm a lamination queen, seriously. All right, so that's the About Me flyer. I made it from Pic Collage. And another thing that I do is scripture cards. So when my customers do reorders, I think I got a pack of 200 from Amazon, and it has different scriptures on it. And I just kind of go through and I just kind of let the Holy Spirit direct me on which scripture I should put in my customer's bag. And, you know, I've never had anybody say anything, whether they liked it or not. I just, it's just something that I feel like it's planted a seed and it's going to go to the right person. So I love my scripture cards. Okay. I also, because I don't always do the deluxe mini, sometimes I just grab an eyeshadow, and I didn't want my customers to think, hey, you accidentally put an eyeshadow in my bag, because that kind of leads to another, oh, it was sometimes you're busy. And so I just started putting these stickers on whatever I'm using. For example, I bought several of the little lipstick caddies that are $6. When you look at what you purchase from the little deluxe mini, you're going to spend 3, 4. I think there's even some that are $5 and $6. So I love to use eyeshadows because that's a $4 purchase, and that's a section one. And section one is what you get credit for your star, not section two. But anyway, so for example, I did give one of my really great customers, because she's always getting free eyeshadows and lipsticks and stuff. She orders 300 at a time, and so I gave her the little lipstick carrier, and I just put this kept it in the plastic bag and put that in there, so she knew that was her gift. But always take care of your big ticket customers. These are your customers that are always going to just pull the trigger and do $200, $300, $400 at a time. I love those customers. They love that, they wear Mary Kay head to toe, and that's why their ticket is it's a big ticket whenever they do order. Okay. So you got my free gift stickers. I also like, instead of doing the Mary Kay bags on section two, I also like to order just whatever the seasonal bags are from a company called, it's Nashville Wraps. Nashville, like Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville Wraps. And I usually get my favorite sizes are the rose and the cub. But because I sell so many, hang on for a second. Oh, goodness. Because I sell so many volume from kits, and that's a pretty big box. I like the assortment package. It comes with the rose, the cups, and then literally the shopping bag. And so I'll do a little bit of those. But so these were some of my fall. I haven't ordered the Christmas yet. I've got to order those tomorrow because I will. My sale starts today, and this is part of my next thing. Is I always do two annual sales. I do a 25% off sale. Pink week is what I call this. It's my Thanksgiving week. I used to do the um, after Thanksgiving on Friday, and and then the retail stores started doing. Oh, they would do Black Friday, then they would do Small Town Saturday, and then they would do Cyber Monday. And I thought, I'm just going to extend it. And so that I cover all of those bases, I started on Sunday, which is today, and I run it through Monday. So I actually run it through Cyber Monday. Okay. And I will send a mass text out to my customers, which I did that yesterday. And then I sent the email out yesterday. Excuse me. I'll follow up again on Tuesday, and then I'll follow up again on Friday and reminding them. And then I'll finish it off on Sunday, reminding them that Monday is the last day. I think my highest ever was $7,000. I think that was my highest Thanksgiving sale. Okay. So I love my after Thanksgiving or my Thanksgiving week sale. My second sale, I usually have it the week of Mother's Day. Now, I was so busy with tennis and the kids and Hudson's graduation this last May. I missed getting that out, and I thought, I'm just going to do it in June like I used to. And it was not as uh, profitable, excuse me, as my May and my Mother's Day. So that tells me that when I do it on Mother's Day, the women have more money of their own where they're buying themselves things. And so I will definitely go back and never miss the week of Mother's Day for my second sale. And usually it was just like, it was called my $1,000 day sale because it was the push for the end of the year. And it used to be in June. And then I just started moving everything up to May. I think because I'm not really sure why, I can't even give you a straight answer, but I just really didn't realize how much my sale had grown until when, like I said, this year when I had to go back and see that, oh, it's better in May. And so make some mental notes about that because if you're going to have sales, your customers, and I'll just tell you, they don't hold their orders. Like I still had a great October, still had a great September. Um, and so, what I will do, I will tell you this, is if I have one of my best customers, if they're ordering like a week before, I'll go ahead and honor because I know that they would have forgotten, and I'll go ahead and honor just because I want to take care of my customers, and I want them to be able to buy the extra if this is something that they're going to splurge on because it is on sale. So all last week when I was getting orders, I would say, "Hey, my Thanksgiving sale is next week. I'm going to go ahead and honor that sale for you." And, that keeps them coming back to me because, you know, can you imagine what they would felt like if, because I had a big week last week. I think I sold like $1,000. Can you imagine if I had taken their money, not given them a discount, and they got the texts and the emails and they're like, oh, why didn't she tell me? And so always just be very upfront and always be willing to give. I always say you cannot receive the blessing if your hand is clenched so tight on that almighty dollar. So, just be willing to, remind. And even a couple years ago, I've talked about this before. I have a really good customer who lived in Georgia for a long time, had a lot of kids. She had 5 kids. She had 5 kids before I had 5 kids, so I thought she just had so many kids. And she was literally moving, I thought, to like up north. Well, the next time and I said, well, when you get settled, send me your address. I'll mail everything to you. next thing I know, she's in Texas. And so she's ordering, and she's like, "Hey, Michelle, are you having your sale? When's the sale?" And I said, "Why are you in Texas? I thought you were moving to, Maryland." It ended up she there was some marriage problems. Her her husband kind of hooked up with other people and had an affair, and I said, "Oh my goodness, honey, you get a special I'm having a bad husband discount sale." And so this has been years. So now every time I mean, she's like, "I saved that email because it made me laugh, like in times where she could laugh." And so now when, she'll say, "Are you having a sale?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm having another bad husband discount sale." So, just do life with your customers. I mean, that's if the point that I hope that I'm getting that point across. Do life with them, and be willing to help out in any way. You don't have to give it for free, but help them out in any way you can when they are, when they're down for the count. All right, so let's move on. I feel like I'm dragging. I played in the tennis tournament today. That's why I'm tired. I played two tennis matches today. All right, so I'm like, why am I dragging? I hope I don't feel like I'm dragging. All right, so let's talk about when you do have a facial. So I sent you guys a picture yesterday, the other day of my. What is happening here? Hang on. Okay, there you go. So I sent you a picture of my coffee bar and my table. And so when I am doing just a one-on-one, I make my homemade almond milk, and I'll have some hot coffee because I love just sitting down and drinking coffee with my customer and getting to know them. And like yesterday, I, I signed her up. She used to be in Mary Kay, and she used to get her stuff at cost. And I said, and she wanted everything. I said, "You know what?" I said, "You were in Mary Kay before, and and she may not ever sell like a worker, but you know what? I wanted to pass that discount on to her, and we had such a good time having coffee and doing her makeover, and so just always go the extra mile, even like if someone's coming into your home and you've always have like I almost brought down my buckwheat cookies. I just made some buckwheat cookies, and but I had to send those to a birthday party. That was one of the Kai's friends requested that she wanted me to make her buckwheat chocolate chip cookies. So I didn't have a cookie to spare. All right, so yeah, always have like a great little coffee bar. Go that extra mile when you do a party in your home. Um, Always be willing to say, come to my house. I'll do dinner and a makeover, and make it easy for them to invite their friends. It is so easy just to do a taco soup, dump everything in a crock pot, have some sour cream, black olives, and some extra cheese in a bowl, and or have some water bottles, and you're done. And you've got people are coming over. So hang on, before COVID, every other Thursday we did dinner and a makeover, and we were just packed out. And I hope that when we start this back up locally here in a few weeks, that we can just grow it again. I'm hoping that people are going to want to get back and do things again. Because in Georgia, I know you guys are still going to your unit meetings, but nobody does meetings down here anymore. So it's just a different beast down here. Christmas cards. So I do send out a Christmas card to all my customers, and my assistant always puts like a little gift certificate on the Christmas card. So my customers have done life with me and my kids and my husband for years. They've watched my kids grow up, and they get that $10 gift certificate. And what that does is it burns a hole in their pocket, and it generates business for me come January. And so when they call me to use that gift certificate, that is a booking opportunity. So they're calling you anytime you have a reorder that's calling you. That's actually your booking opportunity. And you can take that opportunity to say, okay, your your ticket is $80. I would love to give you that for $40 today if you will let me do a New Year, New You makeover on you and two friends, and I'll give you your order at cost. You didn't lose any money, and you're going to get to sit down with her and two people or three people. You get to choose how many that you didn't know. You didn't lose any money, and now you've got a party book. And that's how you generate, a surge in the new year. New year, new you makeovers. New year, new you makeovers. And they're calling in with that, spend that gift certificate, you're turning it around and booking them for that party or makeover, or girls night out, whatever you want to call it, because you've got to be able to read your customer and know some people you cannot say party to. It scares them. They hear party and they think, I've got to invite 15 people. Okay. Or they might think, I got to cook, clean, invite everybody, get the dogs out of the way, get the kids out of the way. And that's what's so great about, if you do have a space like mine, I can say, oh no, come to me. Come to me. It's always ready. And I don't have to pack up everything either. And so I love that. So remember, anytime you get a reorder, it's always a booking opportunity. Be ready to spend it on a dime and take advantage of that. Now, what happens if you get it on the books? Because you got to get it on the books, give it to her for, half off or 40% off, whatever you want to do. And if she doesn't hold, you go ahead and agree with her that you'll charge her card for the rest of it if she doesn't hold, because you've got to make your money. Okay. And so work that lead and work that opportunity when they do make that call to you, and that is a booking opportunity. All right. So the Christmas cards generate sales. We talked about my annual sale that I do life with your customers. You never know what's in your starter kit. We used to always say that. You never know what comes in your starter kit, because when you do life with your customers, you never know, you might meet your new best friend. Okay. And we say, your best friend came with your starter kit came with your best friend. It might come with your child's future spouse. You never know. You never know what actually would come in your starter kit. Okay. And two paths have crossed that would have never crossed before. Yeah, we used to always say that. All right, so I think that's, oh, I do want to add this. Marianne, I think Marianne gave me this idea. So, did you give me this idea? Do you remember? You did. So, I love this. I still use it. So, when I do get a new customer, it's kind of like, let's say it's a reorder customer or a website customer where I didn't know her. I do put this in their bag, and it's got a picture of my kids and some products. Welcome, new customer. And then on the back, it has everything that I offer my customers and the service that I offer them. So I'm just going to read, just because we have a few minutes. You get the lookbook quarterly, okay, and it has free samples in there. You get a free gift with purchase over $40 retail. You get samples, customer appreciation sales after Thanksgiving, okay, free delivery and shipping, free gift wrapping during the holidays, foundation matching during summer and winter, free customized on-trend glamour and skincare advice, opportunity to earn your products for free by sharing your appointment with friends. Okay. And so I still use this little card and put it in all my bags when it's a referral or a website customer that I have not really actually met yet, so that she knows everything that she gets. So those are just a few of the and then some to add that little something special to keep your customers connected and loyal to you, and helping you build customers for life. So, all right, so I'm going to stop the recording so we can chit chat about some of the questions that you might have.